Cool. Hey guys, we have lovely Erin here who has just finished our 8 week program. She is a diplomat of the health types that came through. And yeah, welcome, Erin.
Good to be here.
Yeah, excited to have you on. I know we just mentioned before you had a little bit of trouble getting onto the calls and things like that, but you managed to catch up. And I guess we'll touch on like some of the things through the program. But I just want to know, like, before you started, did you have any like, what was the thing that got you interested in learning more about epigenetics?
I think I was just wondering how my biology would affect how I move and how I eat, and I didn't really know a lot about it. I was interested in it, but I just sort of thought, why not give it a go and see if it can help me sort of progress in my health journey, I guess.
Yeah, cool. And like since finishing it, has it changed how you did think about health and fitness originally?
Massively, yeah. I thought it was a little bit woo-woo like yourself at first. I thought, how can the length of my finger or the fact that I have freckles affect, the food I eat and how I move and what time I should get up and all that kind of thing. But yeah, there's been some massive epiphanies along the way for me. Yeah, it's been really interesting.
Yeah, and I guess what's one of the biggest changes you kind of made during the program?
I think just timing when I eat, I guess. So I do shift work, so applying that to when I eat during the night or just not eating at night, just eating the same time every day. And also, I know why I'm a grumpy cow in the morning. It's because my health type likes to wake up slowly and gently, and that makes a lot of sense to me now for an excuse. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, no, cool. And how did you go with changing the food to not eating at night? Because I imagine it would be pretty hard while you're working and stuff.
Yeah, if I was hungry, I just sort of ate little snacks like nuts or maybe a bit of fruit or something. Nothing massive. And I was sort of able to sort of eat before I went, say, have my what I'd have for lunch when I sort of wake up, and then have my dinner when I get there, and then sort of have a couple snacks maybe if I'm hungry, and then have breakfast when I get home. So it wasn't too difficult. I thought it would be.
Yeah, perfect. It's just a bit of change, right? And once you can try and
Yeah.
implement it, and just for those people watching, so it turns out your body has more than a circadian rhythm. There's like other things like your digestive system, they all run on clocks. So if you're eating out of sync with those clocks that gets shown in your chronobiology profile, then it can just make things go wrong. And I guess, did you notice any improvements from eating that way during the program or?
Yeah, I felt a bit less sluggish. I thought I'd really suffer not eating when I'm having to use my brain for 12 hours straight, but that actually sort of had the opposite effect for me.
Okay.
So that was great. And even sort of adjusting the times I train as well. Like I've always loved to train in the afternoon or evening,
Mhm.
and it makes more sense to me after sort of finding out about my body, my health type, that that's when I like to train. Like it always felt like a struggle getting up early to train for me.
For sure. And I guess yeah, it wasn't just the food and stuff. Like I remember when I got a chance to touch base with you, I think it's second or third week, and you felt like you
Yeah.
hadn't really been that connected because you missed a episode. But then you come back with like all these amazing insights that you got from the replays and checking the profile and some of the mind
Yeah.
stuff. What particularly in the mind kind of got you excited or really interested in?
Yeah, all that psychosocial stuff. I love all that stuff. Anyways, so just to learn that my health type has an effect on sort of how I perceive the world and what sort of makes me feel peaceful and you know how I interact with people. I just I didn't see how there could be a connection at all. So yeah, I was really interested to see there was, and like just knowing I should spend time around nature or oh, what other things. Just even like I was reading the other night that stress one we did as well, about the way we work and all that type of thing. All the stuff I considered doing in the past when I was younger is stuff it suggests, and I'm kind of doing the opposite of that now. So it's something to think about.
Yeah, okay, that's a big thing,
Mm.
right? But they're bigger changes when it comes to work. Uh,
Yeah.
what in particular did it say for you? Do you remember?
Uh, like I should be doing something sort of calm and something that's helping people, or like veterinary science or education or health, and that's all I considered being a vet. I actually studied nursing. I studied education.
Oh wow, yeah.
And now I'm working with trains. So it's a little bit off path.
So the Diplo profile is like nature and everything, and you're like mechanical. So
Yeah, yeah, and I loved also all the stuff about meditation and just taking that time out to recharge and having that quiet time in the morning, just to think about my day and sort of plan where I'm going. And yeah, that's stuff I'm actually incorporating now.
yeah, that's awesome. And have you noticed the effects in your immediate environment, like the people around you? Are you able to handle them better and that sort of stuff?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, that was really timely when we did that week about interactions with others and all the different love languages and the way different ways people give, how it's related to our health types. With my partner, with family, just help to sort of realize everyone does things in their own way. It doesn't mean it's wrong or it's not good because it's not my way. Um, but it's just different, just acknowledging that and sort of accepting it. And yeah, it was actually very timely.
It really helps
Mm.
take the edge off, right? When you know someone's inclined that way, it's like you said, it's not an excuse. They still need to, if it does affect you, they need to become aware, but you
Mm.
approach it with a different sort of feeling.
Yeah, a bit
And
more compassion. Yeah, I sort of had a bit more compassion after that because it's easy to think, everything should be my way or go the way I want it to go. And that's just not life, is it? I mean, got to accept people for who they are and the way they do things and
yeah,
makes
yeah,
life a lot easier and less painless. So,
for sure.
yeah.
As long as it's both moving you in the right direction,
Yeah, for sure.
can't be responsible for everyone's actions. That's probably,
Mm.
I think, when we're pretty empathetic and we want to care so much that you have to just be careful of that. Um,
Yeah,
but I think giving yourself that little bit of breathing room to understand it better is just a huge sort of help, right?
yeah, definitely. And also, I noticed this with some of the other diplomats in the course. They were saying they tend to put other people first and maybe care about others more than caring more for their own needs. And that's something I do. And so it was kind of a good reminder and made me feel like it's not just me, it's, other diplomats are in the same boat and sort of like make sure I do good things for myself and look after myself. So then I'm better equipped to sort of care for others and make a difference to others.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
perfect. It's sort of that endomorphic side. It's that caring, nurturing sort of
Mm.
space that they sit in. And then you've realized, I guess, taking care of yourself has had an impact, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I'm less grumpy and better to be around. I've got more energy. I mean, it's win-win really. I just got to remember it, to be honest. So, yeah.
We're human. There's gonna things are gonna come
Mm.
in, come out. We're gonna fall off the bandwagon. We'll get back on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I guess so. In terms of the program, like, how is it being different to other stuff you've tried in the past? I know you respond really well. So, just for a point of view, I guess, or frame of reference for people, you're in a relatively healthy weight range. You've been pretty active well, since I've known you, the last 2 years or so. So you're very responsive to things. I think we did our good, better, best challenge, and you got like some of the best results. So,
Mm.
but how does it differ from the other programs that you have tried?
Uh, I love the holistic approach, I guess. That's why I've loved this course. Um, how it takes into account just the whole person. It's not just about, okay, do these exercises, you're going to get more lean or just eat these healthy foods and that's it. It sort of incorporates a bit of everything. And that's really important, I think, or it is to me. And just how I can change things in my environment and in the way I respond. And that can make me a better person as well.
Yeah, and
Um,
I guess connecting those dots, right, and realizing health
yeah,
isn't just those two aspects. It
definitely,
is
yeah.
everything. And for the people watching, diplomats, their first health priority that we need to get in order because yes, there's like life, there's food, fitness, social, even minds, and like getting the priorities right is where the magic is. It's not starving yourself with certain food. It's not smashing yourself with exercise. It's finding that flow rather than forcing things that other people are doing down their throat. So was there anything you noticed that other people were doing? You're like, oh, I used to do that, or I wish I could do that. Have you noticed that at all?
That other people are doing that did the course or
Yeah, yeah.
um No, just like I said before, in terms of, some diplomats, like with like busy family priorities, putting them first, and letting other things get in the way, and I sort of tend to do that and forget myself sometimes. And it's not even because they want me to; it's because I think I have to, and just remembering that self care for myself, and looking after myself, and then I can sort of be helpful to others. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Fill that
Mm.
cup. I guess the last sort of thing, where are you headed now? Like what's on your goal radar? Is there anything coming up soon for you?
Uh, well, I've got Spartan. I just want to sort of get my injury all sorted and go to Spartan. I have been having these big dreams about doing something with CrossFit. I'm not sure, just because I'm obsessed with CrossFit, watching CrossFit at the moment. So
Yeah.
maybe it's something I was looking to next year and how I can make it
Yeah.
happen. I sort of want to go too hard, I think. So, but I think for now, just sort of get back on par, make sure I'm consistent, and yeah, go from there.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so much for the chat. It's been so great to see you like be able to navigate this, even though life's been hectic. You haven't been there all the time, but you've still been able to implement the things you needed to in order to create all these amazing insights. So thank you so much for being a part of it. And yeah, I can't wait to see where you end up with it.
Thanks, Josh, and thanks heaps for your support. I appreciate it.
No, all good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.